Venus and Virgo natives. Welcome back to my channel. To all of my returning subscribers, welcome here. If you are new, my name is Rosalind, and this is a general timeless love reading based on your natal Venus sign. So if you don't know what your Venus sign is, go ahead and check the calculator in the description box that I have below. And so we are going to start off this reading with a channeled song about this connection, how you or your person feel, and then we are going to get more runes to find out more in depth about how you are feeling about this person and this connection, and how your person is feeling about you and this connection. And then we will go further deeper into this reading as we look at the cards, okay? So your song is Love Her by the Jonas Brothers. I actually didn't know they were still making music together. This came out like 2019. It says, drive me crazy, make me mental, no other buttons she can push. 1 second she's Miss Sentimental, then she's afraid she said too much. Opposites attract, and we're the living proof of this. But I keep on coming back like a magnet, 'cause when you love her, no matter the fight, you know she's always right, and it's alright. They say love can hurt, but seeing her smile can get you every time, because you love her. Yeah, so it says, also it says, I put my selfish ways in boxes and shipped them back to where they came. We'll never let it get close to being toxic, and I promise I'll never walk away. Okay. Yeah, so maybe, you guys might have this tendency, because I know Virgo has a tendency to be very shy and modest in relationships. So, at times you guys might feel like, oh, maybe I said something wrong to this person. Maybe they don't like me the same, and this person actually finds that to be very cute. They enjoy making you smile again, and that's a beautiful thing. I think it's always one of the best things to have someone around you that just wants to make you smile, make you happy. So let's find out more specifically, how are you feeling about this person and this connection? How are they feeling about you? Alright, so the way you guys are feeling about this person, I feel like you guys strongly are afraid of losing this person. With the Gable here, this was all about noticing that this is a divine gift, and I also see here that you love this person unconditionally. And yeah, I feel like there's a fear that this person wouldn't love you the same. There's a fear of sacrificing everything for this person, or in order for it to just fall apart. It's like, I feel like you guys are afraid of losing something good right now, okay? You guys are definitely a little bit like on the more like emotionally reactive side. Maybe you get anxious easily. You might kind of worry about what this person is doing, or how they're thinking of you and stuff like that. But it's like, also, you're trying your best to just be present and to enjoy this connection, because it is something that you find to be beautiful, like a gift. This person gives you a lot of gifts. You feel like you appreciate that about them if they do. And yeah, the way that this person is feeling about you right now, we do have the rune here, Nanthes, which has to do with this also has to do with sacrifices, but it's also about like learning difficult lessons. And I feel like this person is willing to make the sacrifice for you. I feel like they do see here that there's probably been a lot of difficulty between you. There's been a lot of like misunderstandings, maybe even like you questioning this person's like independence and their freedom. Like if they're out doing something without you, you might be like, where are you? Is everything okay? That kind of thing. And this person kind of does get a little bit stressed out by that, but they are also willing to, like, I'm hearing, put up a fight to kind of like sacrifice to what they need to sacrifice in order to keep the flame going in this connection. We have the rune of the torch, To me, this reminds me of Vesta, who protects the sacred flame. So this person does feel like there's something sacred here with you. And no matter how difficult things get, this is definitely someone you can trust that is loyal. Okay, I'm getting a very loyal vibe. This person is very independent, but it's like how in the song he's like, I promise I'm never leaving your side, though. It's like I do have, things to do, and I do have like my friends and stuff, my own personal life, but I'm not going anywhere either. And I'm always gonna come back and make you smile too, because I do love, I do care about keeping the passion between us alive. So let's find out more into the cards. Okay, so we have internet, embrace the fact that you are the world. So this is like saying, learn how to feel connected with your person no matter where you are. Like you guys could be, just hours apart, you could be miles apart, stuff like that, countries apart even, and still have a strong connection with one another. And that's what this card is talking about. It talks about, recognizing that you are connected no matter where you are. Energetically, intuitively, and it gives you that ability to feel each other's energy, to know what's really happening, so you can tap into your ability to connect with this person, so you don't have to worry about like having doubts and fears and things like that. Okay, you also have teeth. It says take a big bite out of life. This is like saying, try to really enjoy what you have. Don't let yourself spend so much time worrying about this connection, where it's going, and really just take this opportunity to enjoy this time in your life, really, because there's a lot of learning here. There's a lot of like growth and expansion here between you two. There's a need for you to just allow yourself to speak your mind, say what's on your mind. Don't be like, oh, did I say the wrong thing? You see, honestly, that's something I learned too. Let me say something really fast, because like for me personally, I'll say this, okay? When I'm in a relationship with someone, I sometimes have this tendency to really get like really deep in my feelings. And when I notice, like, let's say if I'm dealing with someone who is still learning how to trust me and all that, sometimes I might go like really deep and be like, look, I care about you, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'll speak my mind, I'll just be honest, but sincere. And I used to think, because I had dealt with people who would like walk away from me and stuff like that, I used to think, well, maybe I shouldn't express my feelings, maybe I shouldn't like be so honest all the time, but that's just how I am, that's how I express myself. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't spend so much time worrying about like how things are coming off to people, because as long as you're being honest with yourself and you're being honest with others, you're not doing anything wrong. Speak up, say what's on your mind, and it's like, don't be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, because you should have. It was something that came, obviously, unless you don't want to just say anything, obviously, without concern for the other person. But if you're just speaking your mind and being honest, and you're not doing anything wrong. So you also have departed loved ones. You are loved more than you'll ever know. And that just makes me feel like I was saying, if you guys are in like a long distance connection, or let's say you guys are just like at a distance in some way, and it's hard to always be with this person does love you, okay? They are always thinking of you. Even like, let's say if they're not really able to show it as much as they would want to, they just still want you to know that you are loved. This person tries to reach you on like the astral plane. They want you to know that they are always connected to you, that they also want you to be able to live your life freely and without like stress or worry. That's why they like to see you smile, It's just like this teeth here. It's like they love to see your teeth. When you're smiling, they love seeing your teeth. Okay. Desert Passage, trust there is a divine plan. Absolutely. This is about trusting, surrendering. Don't be so anxious about how things are going to happen, when they're going to happen, what if they don't happen, what if this does happen, stuff like that. Don't worry. It's what your angels are saying here right now. It's like, this is about having faith, okay, and continuing down the path that is, it's like when you know that there's something more here, okay, when you know that there's still a future with someone, and that there's promise and potential for it to grow and for you to gain and learn from it, just trust that you are capable of, you know, making the right decisions, you know, and for whatever is bound to happen, you are protected. You know how to, you know, use your resources, your skills. Wow, just as I was saying that, you guys are protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels in this connection. So I feel like, you know, you guys might just have a lot of anxiety and a fear of like going forward, but there's a lot of protection being granted to you at this time. Archangel Michael is strongly by your side, and this person's, and just in this connection in general. So yeah, a lot of this is here for you guys to learn how to trust, okay, and to just let go and to have fun. We have, you know, passion and pleasure, and savor your life. Allow yourself to really dance and sing and to do the things that inspire you, and to not take life so seriously all the time, in the sense of like, you know, I have to always, you know, be good enough for this person. You are good enough, okay? You are already, and even better when you let yourself just be free and enjoy life, because that is why we are here to live, Virgo. So from the Yogic Path Oracle, we do have Tejas in the reverse, and this is about, you know, courage, and this is about having the courage to really express yourself, to be honest and authentic about who you are. I'm going to read a message from this card in just a second. And then we also have Krishna. This Krishna card, it's in the upright, but in the reverse it's always like, are you afraid to love? Ask yourself that question. Why? Okay, so let me see what Tejas says in the reverse. Okay, so it says subtle essence of intelligence and courage, radiance and glowing. In the reverse, you naturally have the energy that others can only dream of, but sometimes you burn yourself out in the process. Take time to rest and rejuvenate. Not every day has to be a battle. Let me repeat that. Take time to rest and rejuvenate. Not every day has to be a battle. Yes, you are a warrior of love, but you are also a lover of light. The weight of the world does not have to rest on your shoulders, but rather can be shared with the planet. Do your part and leave the rest up to the universe. Trust that things will be taken care of by the forces far greater than yourself. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Oh, seriously. It's like, you know, definitely do your part. That's like I was saying, you know, as long as you're doing your part, you know, you're speaking your mind. You don't have to walk on eggshells around anybody and feel like, oh, like I'm afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing and then they're not going to like me and things are going to fall apart and it's going to be my fault. You know, no, absolutely not. Let me just say, if it does fall apart, it was part of a divine plan. It's because you were being protected from something probably very toxic and dangerous. So you're welcome, you know, from the angels in that way, you know. And then here, like, you know, Krishna is all about really following your heart, okay, allowing yourself to love, you know. And I feel like you guys do have this love for this person, and you realize that. You realize also that this person has love for you. And, you know, it's like this is all about you surrendering to the love, the passion, and just letting it happen. Look, we have the times of life, okay? You reflect the world, and the world reflects you. This is all, you know, talking about how, you know, we go through periods of life. We have our times of life where we have certain experiences for purposes that we learn lessons, okay? And it's part of the times of life, too, where we go through phases of, like, you know, having doubts in ourselves, or, you know, kind of being in a completely confused place in relationships and not even knowing how to love or just be vulnerable and whatever. It's confusing sometimes, but that's part of life. It's part of, you know, the things that are being reflected to you for you to learn to recognize and how to grow, okay? And then we do have Cancer. It says respect your feelings. So definitely, you know, this is about being true to yourself, being, you know, honest with your feelings about how you feel about this person, and just in general, when you have something to say it. Say how you feel, you know. This person seems to enjoy when you speak your mind. However, like, they notice that you have a tendency to get, like, all choked up and anxious at times too. And, you know, that's like the thing about Cancer as well, is that it can have a tendency to become very reclusive and closed off because of its fear of sharing its experiences with others, because it gets so attached and doesn't want to have to lose those treasures, those moments, okay? And it's like, you know, but there's definitely like a need for you to let loose a little bit, to have some fun. You know, if you are able to go on a date with this person, if not, you know, kind of like do something that kind of puts you out of your comfort zone a little bit, or just, you know, take a day off from work and just like play some games, call some friends, video chat, do something that just makes you feel alive, okay? And where you just kind of speak your truth and you don't care what anybody thinks, you know? So from the tarot, you guys do have the Green Man, or the Emperor, in this deck. The Green Man, I like to, you know, this is about the one who creates structure and order in the world, you know. And then you also have the Two of Vessels in the reverse, which is says attraction. In the reverse, you have the Four of Arrows in the reverse, rest. Yeah, so like a huge need to rest and rejuvenate your energy. Yeah, this attraction card next to the Emperor just makes me feel like you guys have kind of like this complex where you're just like, I have to be in control over of how I present myself, so that I know that people, so I know that this person or who I'm romantically interested in finds me attractive. I totally get it. Virgo vibes, okay? But I feel like you guys have this tendency to work yourselves too much, okay? Yeah, and then we have the Nine of Stones in the reverse. It says tradition. And, you know, this again goes along with like not feeling good about yourself. And in this deck, tradition is all about like being in like that meditative state where you have that total connection and trust in the earth, trust in, you know, that your needs are going to be met, okay? Trusting that you are responsible, that you have the wisdom, okay, to guide you through life, that you can surrender anything that is toxic, or anything that is not of your vibration. So it's like a lot of you guys here have been stressing yourself out, though, for the sake of like wanting to be good enough. Like this Green Man, this Emperor card being here, it's like you guys have been really very heavily trying to focus on creating like that ideal reality, without rest, and that's creating a lot of stress in you. But you know, it's like I really want you to know that this person does love you. They really love making you smile, okay? And you've got angels protecting this connection. They just want you to enjoy it and have fun, because this is someone that's not going anywhere anytime soon. This person values their independence, and they just need you to be able to do the same as well, so that they can see that you are strong on your own and that you are happy on your own as well, on top of them, you know, their desires to make you happy, okay? Alright, you guys, so that is your reading. I do hope this did resonate. Please feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Here, if you are new, make sure you go watch my video of Sun in Jera, which the Sun has moved into the Nordic sign of Jera from like December 14th through the 28th, okay? Yeah, so go ahead and check that out. I just gave a little bit of information. It's not a long video. And yeah, I will see you guys again very soon. Bye, Virgo Venus.